Together, they hatched a plan to kidnap Amaka and replace her with Joy, who would then marry Prince Michael and become the Queen of Abazz. The witch gave Joy a magical potion that would transform her into an exact replica of Amaka. In the mystical kingdom of Abazz, where the sun dipped into the horizon and painted the sky with hues of crimson and gold, there lived a young girl named Amaka. She resided with her wise and loving grandmother in a cozy hut on the outskirts of the village. Amaka's heart was pure, and her love for nature was evident in the way she cared for the animals that roamed the forest. Amaka's days were filled with laughter and joy, thanks to her two loyal companions, Kate the dove and Max the cat. Together, they would explore the forest, playing hide and seek among the trees. Amaka's friendship with Kate and Max was a beautiful thing to behold, and the animals of the forest adored her. Amaka's best friend, Joy, was another important person in her life. They had grown up together, exploring the village and sharing secrets. As they grew older, their bond remained strong, and they continued to share their dreams and aspirations with each other. In the palace, Queen Eze ruled with wisdom and kindness. Her son, Prince Michael, was next in line for the throne, and his coronation was fast approaching. However, there was one condition that needed to be fulfilled before he could be crowned king. He needed to find a suitable wife. One day, while Prince Michael was out for a walk with his guards, he spotted Amaka fetching water from the well. He was immediately smitten by her beauty and kindness. As he approached her, Amaka was taken aback by the prince's sudden appearance. She tried to kneel, but Prince Michael quickly stopped her, introducing himself and striking up a conversation. As they talked, Prince Michael was impressed by Amaka's intelligence and compassion. He found himself falling deeply in love with her, and he knew that he had found his perfect match. Amaka, too, felt a strong connection to the prince, and she couldn't help but feel drawn to his charming smile and kind heart. As the days passed, Prince Michael and Amaka grew closer, spending hours talking and laughing together. They would take long walks in the forest, hand in hand, and Amaka would introduce the prince to her animal friends. Kate and Max, in particular, were fond of the prince, and they would often perch on his shoulders or curl up in his lap. But not everyone was happy about the budding romance between Prince Michael and Amaka. Joy, Amaka's best friend, had been harboring a secret crush on the prince for years. She had always dreamed of marrying him and becoming the Queen of Abazz. As Joy watched Prince Michael and Amaka's relationship blossom, she became increasingly jealous. She couldn't bear the thought of losing the prince to her best friend, and she began to plot a sinister plan to sabotage their love. Joy sought out the help of a wicked witch who lived on the outskirts of the kingdom. The witch, who was known for her dark magic, listened to Joy's tale of woe and agreed to help her. Together, they hatched a plan to kidnap Amaka and replace her with Joy, who would then marry Prince Michael and become the Queen of Abazz. The witch gave Joy a magical potion that would transform her into an exact replica of Amaka. Joy was instructed to kidnap Amaka and lock her away in a secret location where she would remain until the wedding was over. Joy, with the help of two burly men, kidnapped Amaka and took her to a remote location far from the kingdom. Amaka was shocked and terrified as she realized what was happening. She pleaded with Joy to stop, but Joy just laughed maniacally, revealing her true intentions. The day of the coronation arrived, and Prince Michael was preparing to marry the woman he thought was Amaka. But little did he know, Joy had transformed into an exact replica of Amaka, using the magical potion provided by the witch. As the ceremony began, Kate the dove, who had been searching for Amaka everywhere, finally found her locked away in the remote location. Kate flew back to the kingdom, alerting all the animals about Amaka's whereabouts. Together, they hatched a plan to rescue Amaka and stop the fake wedding. Meanwhile, at the palace, the ceremony was nearing its end. Prince Michael was about to kiss his bride, thinking she was Amaka, when suddenly the doors burst open and the real Amaka appeared, looking disheveled but determined. The guests gasped in shock as Amaka revealed the truth about Joy's sinister plan. Prince Michael was stunned, unsure of what to do. But as he looked into Amaka's eyes, he knew that he had made a terrible mistake. Joy, still trying to maintain the illusion, was caught off guard. She attempted to cover her face with a cloth, but Prince Michael, confused and shocked, quickly removed it. The room fell silent as Joy's eyes met Amaka's. The spell was broken, and Joy let out a blood-curdling scream as she transformed into a snake. The guests gasped in horror as the snake slithered away into the depths of the forest, disappearing into the underbrush. The hall was filled with shocked murmurs and gasps. The other kings, queens, princesses, villagers, and guests were stunned, unsure of what to make of the sudden turn of events. Amaka's animal friends, who had gathered at the back of the hall, rushed to her side, nuzzling and comforting her. Amaka, still shaken, began to explain how she had been kidnapped and abducted by her former friend. Prince Michael walked towards her, his face filled with concern and compassion. "It's okay, he whispered, taking her hand in his. As Amaka continued to recount her ordeal, the guests listened with rapt attention. They were shocked and outraged by Joy's betrayal, and they couldn't believe that they had almost witnessed a fake wedding. Despite the chaos and drama, Prince Michael and Amaka's love for each other only grew stronger. They decided to continue with the wedding, and the guests, still reeling from the shock, eagerly awaited the ceremony. As the prince and Amaka exchanged their vows, the hall was filled with tears of joy and laughter. The animals, who had been watching from the sidelines, cheered and applauded as the newlyweds shared their first kiss. The reception that followed was a grand affair, with food, drink, and music flowing freely. Prince Michael and Amaka danced their first dance as husband and wife, surrounded by their friends, family, and animal companions. As the night wore on, the guests departed, and the newlyweds retired to their chambers. They lived happily ever after, ruling the kingdom with kindness, wisdom, and courage. And Amaka never forgot the lessons she learned from her ordeal: that true friendship can be deadly, and that true love can conquer even the darkest of magic. Thank you for watching this spellbinding African tale. We'd love to know where you're joining us from around the world. Share your thoughts and your country in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more enchanting and captivating African stories.